Welcome back to the AMSOIL Championship Snocross Series. We're at the Eastern Nationals, brought to you by Tyson Foods, where there's all kinds of fans on the outside and fans on the inside. And with our Snocross fans, here's Misha Johnson.
Needed that. 102 again with hey! Sports Superstar.
Well, I like snowcross racing, just the thrill, watching them jump, being out here, watching them, wishing I could do it.
The loud pipes, the smell of the fuel. I mean, I'm a big rider myself.
Because it's on snow, come on.
The way they go fast and just jumping high.
I love your hat, high five. Enjoy the races tonight.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Misha. Well, it's Pro Superstock LCQ time. 5 move on, 5 are done here in the Superstock class. It's Lavalle, Bender, Christian. Man, what a field.
Boy, remember, only 5 of these move on. There's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving to get to the front of the line.
Patience now, guys. Let's all get through this first corner. Oop, that didn't last long. Man, what an off. Robbie Malinowski, Garth Kaufman, Brett Bender. Who else is all tied up? Christian Selmark. They got together nasty, and you can see the red flag waving. We're going to restart this one.
We didn't complete a full lap. Now we're going to have a full restart. Now check it out here when we come into the corner. It looks to me in the middle of your screen, Bender, see him high-siding? Bender gets up into Garth, catches Robbie, and everybody stacks up behind him.
Man, fortunately, hopefully everybody's going to walk away from that. Robbie Malinowski, you can see him. Look at this. He takes a nasty launch, lands hard on the shoulder, and of course he's been having some shoulder problems. Down he goes, grimacing in pain.
Oh, man, you remember, it was just a couple weeks ago he had some issues with that shoulder. Now, is this enough to make him not back on the line?
He's
no.
Back on the line. There's the AMSOIL Air Force Polaris. He will still be in the LCQ.
Boy, that is one tough competitor.
Well, we're green again. Let's see if we can make it through the start this time. They just about come off the track again, but they stay on. And speaking about staying on course is Levi Lavalle, who's your race leader.
Boy, you buy him books, send them to school. See, they are trainable. They have some patience. But look who comes out of this one. Bender is up there in second. Remember, he was in the middle of that mess.
Well, he was in second, but there's some jockeying of positions there. And one of those guys getting around some of these pros is our semi-pro driver, Logan Christian.
Bottom of your screen there, 443. Logan Christian, look at him just jet right on by Garth.
Well, they line back up again as we continue to count on laps. You've seen Garth Kaufman there as he's trying to move up in position-wise as he's doing some battle with Matt Judnick. Meanwhile, there's your race leader, the 108, launching Levi Lavalle.
Boy, what a solid run Levi's having. Even after that big hiccup start, I mean, it didn't faze him at all. He wasn't involved in it. He just on cruise control, giving little lessons.
Well, Lavalle sees that checkered flag in hand. He'll make the final as he comes across the AMSOIL finish line. Little can for our spectators there. And here are the rest of the drivers that will move on. Let's hear from one of our new pro drivers that's going to make the final. That's Logan Christian. He's with Misha Johnson.
I was trying to stay calm and ready, but I was pretty nervous and whatever the first heat. But once I got that first heat out of the way, it was just like I was racing the semi-pro riders. So I just pictured them on the sleds next to me. But it's hard because I've never raced against anybody in our team. So I was up with Garth and Zach and Corey and Ryan and those guys, and I was getting a little intimidated and Tucker. But no, it was definitely a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it to get that out of the way for maybe next year, hopefully. And it was really fun to be out there with those guys.
Thanks, MJ. Mac, we've seen some great racing. Here's Pro Open Round 1 qualifying. Look at these two guys, Danny Ebert and Ross Martin, going tooth and nail.
Boy, and Danny Ebert just comes right underneath Ross Martin. Now, that's got to give Martin a little indigestion.
Well, the next lap, look at Danny, goes a little deep, and what's Ross do?
Payback time. Here he goes. What goes around comes around. Remember that move? Here you go. Back at you. Booyah.
Well, here's the Pro Open qualifying. Look at the third sled in from the left. Brett Bender. What a hole shot. He hit it perfect.
Boy, that is the best hole shot we've seen the entire weekend, bar none.
And he goes on to win the LCQ. Nice ride by the New York native. Here's an interesting piece of racing, and we watched the Yamaha here this weekend. Of course, Ian Hayden on the four-stroker.
Check him come out of the corner here. Look how much bottom end torque and pull those Yamahas have. Any questions? There it is.
Brown, of course, Pro Open qualifying some more racing, and Paul Bowerly maybe giving Garth Kaufman just a little help there.
Check this out now, right here in the middle of the screen. Now check on the upswing. He's going to give Garth the antler right there. See him put it up there, put him on his side, and Garth, oh, does the crappie flop.
I thought that's what those skis were for, but Garth was up and back in racing here just shortly after that. A lot more great racing highlights. Here's some more Pro Open Round 2 qualifying as they made their way around the racetrack. Ian Hayden taking the big digger, and watch this. Boom! We talked about hitting it hard. That's what Brett Bender did there.
That was a big lick. Check this out. Look at Ian Hayden. See, kind of grabs the ski and noses over, lays down. Look how luckily he jumps up and looks back. Here comes Bender. Wham! Just drills him. Now look at the hole in Bender's snowmobile. Check out that ventilation.
They were busy in that trailer, no doubt. Some of the racing highlights from the Eastern Nationals brought to you by Tyson Foods.
When the AMSOIL Championship Snocross Series returns, the Pro Stock Finals are on deck. The same sled you can drive off the dealer's lot and race. See how much steam the T-Train Tucker Hibbert pours on. And Misha Johnson goes behind the scenes in the Monster Energy mobile unit, where the hosts have plenty of get up and go.